Hey everyone, Noctra here and welcome to my first ever vlog. I don't know why I said it in that voice, but it seems kind of fitting to me. So, yes, I first of all I do apologize. I know I've been not uploading videos for like the past 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I don't know how long it was. I'll probably edit it in, but it's been quite a long time since I uploaded videos, and I do apologize for that. Mainly the reason, to be honest, mainly the reason is because I have a new job, and I just started a new module in my school, so night classes basically. So it's not just difficult, but it's near impossible for me to find energy or anything to make a video during the weekdays, and I only have the weekends to rest. So obviously I'll be very tired, I'll be very worn out, I just want to sleep the whole day. So I can't really upload much of anything right now, but I've settled down, and I can safely say I have a bit of free time during the Saturdays and Sundays when I'm off, and then I could push out some more content for you guys. But yeah, anyways, this I'll get into that later, because this video is not a gameplay video or a let's play video by any stretch of imagination. It's more of like a chill with me kind of vlog. Maybe I'll name that in the title, but it's more of a chill with me, driving kind of vlog. But I'll show you something in a second, but this is somewhat similar to that, a vlog basically. So I'll just ramble on about things that comes to my mind. It's very impromptu, very unprofessional, I know, but this is just a really impromptu quick video that just came to mind. Something that I wanted to do for quite a while, to be honest, but I don't know what game to do it with. And obviously I can't do it with FPS games or anything, but I figured this Euro Truck Sim game, I played a long time on it, will suffice, because number one is driving. I love driving, and number two, it gives me a chance for me to not focus so much on the road and just talk more and stuff. So yeah, anyways, we'll be playing Euro Truck Sim today, and this is my truck. I know it's very pretty. I spent a lot of time trying to grind money for it, and yeah, it's a Scania, the new generation. I don't know what it's called, but I modified it to my preference. You can see the Russian flags over there. Yeah, this is the truck, and this is me inside the truck. So I wanted to show you this. So this is my new driving setup thing. I have the wheels here, and then I have the pedals down there. You can't see it properly because you're gonna have to put the camera in my crotch, but yeah, I have a wheel set with a head shifter over there. And yeah, it's very a dirty setup because I don't spend time to cable manage anything. But yeah, this will suffice for a vlog. So I'm using a wheel to play. As you can see, when I turn the wheel, it turns in game. So yeah, without further ado, let me just run you through what we're doing here. Oh, this is a horn. Okay, so we're at Perth in the UK, in Scotland, and we have to deliver some scooters to Rennes in France. So this should be long enough for a video, like I would say 30 minutes. So other than that, there's really not much else. So let's begin. Like I said, I'll just keep on rambling about things that comes to mind. So yeah, and one more thing, I didn't know if you noticed, but new specs, new earpieces. So yeah, I look good. And yeah, so let's go. I am very new to this wheel, so let's go. And yes, I may stall quite often because number one, I'm not that good at driving, although I do enjoy it time to time. And it's a very therapeutic thing for me to drive. So like during after work, I will just like rent. If you're in Singapore, I do rent Blue SG. I do have a Blue SG account, and I do have a Get Go account, Trapcar account, whatever. Because I do love to drive in my free time, and when Blue SG is mostly for working. So after work, I'll just usually, if I feel like it, I'll just book a car with my colleagues, and then I'll just drive all the way down back from, like, for example, today I drove from Yishun to Tampines, so that was very fun. I don't know, it's just that I find this weird joy in driving that most other drivers don't actually uh, have the this passion for driving. Although I treat it mostly as a form of relaxation, which some of you may disagree because some might find driving very stressful and stuff. But I do enjoy driving a lot, and just even though I'm worn out from work, I'm worn out from school, if I know that I have the money and I do have the time to rent a car to drive home or just drive around my street or whatever, I do take full use of it, and I'm very happy about it. And this is a very I do really enjoy driving. It's just, I don't know how else to put it, but it's hold on, let me adjust my camera real quick. Yeah, it's an oddly therapeutic thing. So I do enjoy manual cars. Like my first training car was actually a manual, and my sorry, not training car, more like my test car was actually a manual Mitsubishi Lancer GLX 1.6 liter, and I did have fun driving it. And actually, to be honest, I didn't need that many lessons, but I told my instructor, hey, of course he only speaks Chinese, but I just said that, hey, I do need more lessons. I need more time to practice. But the main reason is that I really didn't need any more practice. I'm comfortable on the road as is, but I just wanted to drive a manual car because that's an extreme rarity in Singapore, and when I get the opportunity, I just take it. So there's that. But most of the like the car sharing services in Singapore, like GetGo, Blue SG, they're all automatic. They all have automatic cars. Blue SG is mostly an electric car, to be honest. And what I like about it is that, number one, you can drive from point A to point B, so you don't have to like start at this location and end at the exact same location. So that's very inconvenient and kind of defeats the purpose for me driving back home. But that's what GetGo and Tribecar and all these other non-electric car sharing services does. They just do it point A to point A, which is good if I want to like bring my family out for lunch or dinner or something. But it's not that convenient if I want to like get from work to home or home to work, because as you can tell, it's point A to point A. So usually when I come back from work, I just take Blue SG, and when I come back from work to home, I also use Blue SG, or home to work. I don't know what I said just now. I had a weird pause for a second there. But yeah, it's therapeutic. It's really therapeutic. And for those of you who don't have a driver's license yet, and I honestly think you should get a driver's license because it's a good tool to have in case you need to drive in the future for your company or for as a job. But if you don't have the interest in it, then I suggest just take an automatic license, because if you don't have an interest in something, then what's the point you go and cause you extra trouble to learn something that you already don't like? So that's case in point. If you would like driving and you have just that little bit of interest in it, then sure, go ahead, take a manual license. But if you really hate this driving, you despise it, or you just don't see the point of it, then I highly suggest just taking an automatic license and be done with it. Because like I said, driving is a good skill to have. You can get from places to places really quickly. You don't have to take public transport and all that good jazz. But what I would suggest is, I'm just gonna wrap this up here, but what I would suggest is, if you really do feel like you need to drive for work or anything, by all means go ahead, get a license. But it's not a requirement in Singapore, because number one, public transport can get you pretty much anywhere over here, and number two, owning a car is really expensive. Like for some of my foreign viewers here who may not know about this, If you want to buy a car first, you have to buy COE. So it's basically a piece of paper that states that okay, you can buy a car because you already paid the tax, the road tax, and everything like that. So that right now the current price is about 100,000. As of now when I'm recording, and it's only expected to it goes up and down irregardless of time, because it goes by the needs of like the road users. So if a lot of people want to drive cars, then yeah, the COE, the piece of paper price will go up, and if you and people don't want to drive, it's they just don't, so they just go down, the price just goes down. So it's very the price fluctuates a lot, so it's very time based. So unless you have a lot of money in Singapore, you can buy your own car. But if for me personally, I feel you're just the average Joe like me, getting a car sharing service, signing up with a car sharing service will be just all right for you, because you can choose when to rent, and you can just basically it's all up to your own schedule. Don't know if I can turn here, but yeah, it seems to be a traffic jam up ahead. So yeah, even in this game, I do enjoy my driving. Because number one, I don't have a class 5 license, so I can't really drive these big container trucks here. But I do have a class 3, so I can drive a manual car, and I can drive an automatic, no problem. And it's been 1 year since I got my license, more than a year already, so my probation period's already over. And also it's cheaper for me, because if you use like taxi or ride hailing services like Grab or a taxi or whatever, it's usually more expensive than just using BlueSG to get you around. Like for example, from here to Yishun, my work area, taxi during peak period costs about $28 to $30. If I take BlueSG and if I drive, it depends how fast I drive really, but if I drive somewhat moderately quickly and somewhat in a rush, I can reach there in 30 minutes, and it will cost me only about $15, $20 max. So again, I do save a lot of money, but the risk is there. And for those of you that don't know, I did have a few accidents while driving. I just haven't told you about it yet, but some of my friends do know, and it's very expensive. Like for example, for one time I got a damage while parking. I got a damage on my front fender, and I don't know if I still have the picture of it, but it cost me about $1,500 just to repair the vehicle that I was in, and another $1,000 to pay off the other user that I damaged. So yeah, $2,500. That's a lot of money, and I did have a few problems trying to pay back, but let's not go into that right now. It comes with a lot of risks driving. You can get into a crash anytime. You never know when some bonker from the back is going to rear end you. You never know. So it's no matter how safe you drive, if you're the safest driver in the world, you always pull over to let people overtake you and stuff. And if you just drive like a Christian motorist, as what Top Gear Jeremy Clarkson would say, if you just drive like a Christian motorist, then the chances of you getting an accident is slim. But there will, like I said, there will always be some yobbo in the back just rear-ending you for no apparent reason, or you just, you have to do an emergency brake and you just veer out the road. Anything can happen on the road, so it's not safe. I'd rather, like, to be honest, after those few crashes, I'd rather just stay in a car or bus to just chill chill, you know, let other people drive for me. But where's the fun in that for me? I don't know where the fun in that is. So after trying to pay back all my damages and stuff, I just decided, you know what, that's not gonna deter me from driving, so I'm just gonna continue driving. That's the thing. Okay, so that's enough for driving talk. So I'm just gonna move on to the next topic, or actually whatever that comes to my mind. I really don't know. I'm doing this impromptu, like I said in the beginning of the video. But yeah, new work. So currently I work as an IT installer, or a PC refresher. That's the not so nice term to use for my current position, but I just go around to different schools every day. Although it's not every single day I have to go to different school, because that would just cost me a lot of money in transport. But every week I get placed into a new school. I go there and try to set up new PCs for the teachers and for the students as well, because now students, they do have computer labs and a lot of personal devices that they use. So I just go around to different schools all the time, and then I just set up the PCs, you know, try to destroy the hard drives of the old ones. We call it sanitization for that term. So it's not a stressful job. It's very how do I put this? It's very laid back, I would say. It's kind of a laid back job. For the price, yeah, it's a very laid back job. So just going around fixing up computers. That's something I know how to do best. So I said, hey, why not? This is a good first foray into the IT line, and it's kind of in line with what I'm studying. I'm studying in the IT line now at the moment. So it fits my job scope and my new study scope kind of thing, I guess. It fits it quite well. So I just decided, hey, you know, it pays better than my old job, so why not just go with it, see how it goes. And a month and a half in, and I'm still here. So as you can tell, because I have this habit where if I don't like the job, I'll just leave, like after a few weeks at most. Usually I leave after 1 or 2 days, but that's a very bad work etiquette, so I don't do that anymore. So yeah, first week was tough because we're in England now. First week was tough because I wasn't used to waking up early every single day and going to places far away from my house. So I just bit the bullet and I went for it. And honestly, the transport doesn't kill you, because number one, if you take public transport, you can just sleep in it, and number two, if you drive, like use car sharing services, you can get there very quickly, so being late is not an issue. So furthermore, I think it's okay. The transport section of it is okay. It's just that the waking up every single day at 6 a.m. or sometimes even 5:30 a.m. That's what gets me, because number one, I don't like to sleep early. It's just not my thing. So waking up early is a challenge, but as you can tell, if I'm still working there, I am clearly okay with waking up early. Right now, my sleep schedule is mostly fixed, and actually waking up early has its own pros and cons. I do know, like, health benefits, all those, waking up to exercise, but I don't exercise much, so that's kind of pointless. But yeah, it kind of fixed my body clock so I can adjust to more full-time jobs out there that are similar in, you know, most full-time jobs out there, you have to wake up you have to reach work at 8 and at 5. So there's no more like my previous job where I started at 3 p.m. and ended at about 10 p.m. No more of that nonsense. So I do kind of feel grateful that I have this opportunity to get into the working life and try to have a feel for what an 8 to 5 job is really like, because that's what this job is really isn't really an 8 to 5 job. And I can just wake up at 6, I assume, or 6, and okay, sorry, I had to concentrate there, but yeah, waking up early is obviously a good thing because societal norms. I don't know how long I've been rambling on about this waking up early thing for, but I really don't know. But yeah, new job, great, and it's making me a decent amount of money. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. New job. If I haven't mentioned it yet, it's mostly just PC refresh, like I mentioned just now. So there's really not much to it. It doesn't require much brain power, skill, or a fancy certificate to do, because it's honestly one of the simplest jobs that I've done out there. And it's also the most chill. Like, the people there are nice. You get to talk to people of different, like, you can talk to interns, you can talk to people way older than you. Like, today I had a person that's about 50 years old, and he just works this as a retirement job, so he really didn't have to work, but he still worked anyways. So yeah, you need to slow down here because I want to park up. Okay, no, I can't park here. You know what, let's move on. I'm just gonna move on to the next parking location. So yeah, new job, great, love it. Not really love it, but I'm okay with it. And pay range is okay for the job. It's not excellent pay, like I'm not getting like $6,000 a month just to do jack shit, but it's something, and it's a lot more than what I earned previously. And I live way below my means, so I don't need that much money, to be honest, although I do spend a lot on computers and stuff. But that doesn't really cost me much. It's more of like a one-time thing. And you don't necessarily have to spend money on a computer every single day. Okay, let's not turn here. I'm just gonna go down. So yeah, that's that about my work. Oh yeah, I think I should probably talk about more on this game, because I've been playing it for about 200 hours now, but I haven't really made a proper video. I did make a video about it quite a while back, but I never made a proper, like, you know, a gameplay video of it. The previous one that I made was like 5 years ago, and it was like a non-commentary kind of thing. So nobody wanted to watch that. I took it down. But yeah, this game is, again, it's basically driving for free. You get to crash into things, although I try not to do that as much as possible. You get to, you know, you can do whatever you want in this game. It's a sandbox thing. I can speed, I can do whatever, can rev my engine really loud, and no one would be any the wiser, because it's just a game. And I do play this just to, like, you know, after work or something, to wind down. And usually I play after drinks, because I just love to record myself saying me try to drive after a few drinks, because it's hilarious. The next day when you wake up, you just watch back the video and you just see yourself driving around like a madman, you know, cutting in through lanes, crashing into things, all the babies and the prams and the strollers rolling around. So yeah, I didn't drink today, so this is just me normal driving. I'm not the best driver in the world, like I said, but this game is fun. It's seen a lot of updates over the course of its life, and what I like about this game is the mod customizability. And oh boy, if you play this game like I do, you do know the Steam Workshop's a very big place, and all the things the wonderful creators have come up with, it's they do make a lot of great mods and stuff. Like for example, this Scania, this one truck alone, over here it has a lot of modifications. Like I have the air freshener mod, I have the new engine sound mod, I do have the LED at the front of the truck mod, and I there's so many mods that I installed, and I do enjoy that. Makes the game so much better rather than just playing vanilla all the time, driving the same thing over and over again. But this game is great. Number one, because of the mods. Number two, because of its realism. Okay, I'm just gonna, before you guys say anything, yes, it's not a realistic game. Like, for example, if you're talking about driving in real life, you could hold down the clutch and rev the engine to the red line and then release the clutch, and then you just go flying. In this game you can't do that. The wheels don't spin, you know, you just the RPM just goes down all the way, and then you just set off as per normal. So it's not realistic by any means. It's not a realistic driving game, but for a simulator driving game, this is the best one of the best ones out there, because they do realism quite okay. Like for example, the AI, although they do like exhibit erratic behavior sometimes, that they just like you saw, one guy just cut into my lane driving at like 110 kilometers per hour. Either that or I'm just driving too slow, but it's somewhat realistic. It's semi-realistic, so I do enjoy it sometimes. And I just hit something very excellent. It's fun. It's fun to play, especially for the first 200 hours I've played this game. I've just been using a standard controller, so I didn't experience the full immersive experience for this game. But now that I've got a wheel, I just got this wheel recently, this PXN V9. I just got it recently, and it's a great thing. Although it's not the most accurate, it doesn't provide force feedback. The steering is not the most accurate. Like you can see the wheel, I'm turning the wheel like I would normally do in a car, but in this game it's like jittery and stuttery and stuff. But it's okay, because this is the only truck simulator game that I've really grown to enjoy over, like, period. There's no other game in this category that's better than this, because this is a not a sim racing, more like a simulator more than, you know, a racing game. So racing is stressful. I can't say for experience. I can't really say much about it, because number one, I can't race, not in Singapore at least, and number two, it's really stressful. It's dangerous, especially if you're in a real car and you try to race and then you crash into something, and then you just be given a $10,000 bill to repair the damn thing. But in this game, no, it's more of laid back, chill, have a drink, and just go around driving through different cities, seeing sights in other countries. So yeah, it's really very relaxing for me, at least. Like I said in the first part of this video, I do find driving kind of relaxing. But one gripe I do have about this game is the graphics. Although it's somewhat on par for a game that was released in 2013, and it has seen a lot of graphical updates along the way. But I do feel that it's a bit, like, I can tell this is a game. Unlike other racing games like Assetto Corsa Competizione and other racing games, like even Grand Theft Auto, although it's not a racing game, it's more like a third-person shooter, I can tell that they spend some time in realism, but this, no, it feels like, example, the trees that I'm driving past right now, they look like something that came out of a PS1 game. Well, not more a PS1, PS2 game, sorry. And it's just not my thing, you know. And yeah, that's my only gripe with the game. Everything else is excellent. Oh yeah, and my other gripe about this game is the realism. It's just not realistic by any stretch of imagination. Like, see the guy just cut in front of me at high speed, you know. This car's cutting in front of you. The AI doesn't know how to behave at times. And the steering is not the most accurate if you have a cheat wheel, but that's more of a me problem, I assume. But yeah, yeah, this should be it for this video. So I'll just find a place to park here. Again, like I said, I'm not the best at driving. I like to take my time with things. So yeah, services, I'll just pull in here. Cars only, okay, then I'll go this way. And it's starting to rain, and it's nighttime, so it's best I pull up and park. Continue this another day. And I think I'll probably record this in 1 or 2 days time, another vlog video, and I'll probably have more things to talk about then. Okay, where's the parking place? No, that's the horn. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, I need to see the outside camera for this. I can just pull up here if I really want to. Okay, reverse. And I can't seem to find the. Let me just turn on my high beams real quick. Trailer's almost jackknifed. Like I said, I really don't know how to drive trucks. I just play this for the fun of it. So yeah, I'm trying to park this thing. There's a parking area up ahead, but ooh, almost jackknifed it. But it's okay, I got it done. I think I can park up ahead if I'm not wrong. Okay, according to the GPS, yes, there's a resting area up ahead, probably somewhere more well lit because I really can't see anything right now. Although I don't think this is a parking spot for trucks, but I'll just park here and then I'll just reverse out, no problem. Okay, so yeah, that concludes it for this little vlog, I assume. And yeah, if you did enjoy this little excursion of mine, please do leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment on this video so I know that you guys really want more vlogs and more rambling videos like this. But other than that, I don't want to keep you guys for too long, so thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.